My name is Kevin Ray, and you're listening to Truckers and Others. Well, I almost made it all day long. I wasn't going to record today, but there's some sort of pressure on top of me. I just got to let it out. And screaming it to myself in the cab, it does no good. Okay? It doesn't feel as good. So that's why I got you guys here. You guys are my sponge I can just scream at, and you guys just absorb it, and then I feel better. Don't know why I feel better, but I do feel better whenever I scream at you guys. Now, I'm not mad at you guys, obviously. You guys are awesome. Unless you're in that fucking truck. You fuck. Is that you? Are you listening to me? You better fucking not be. You fuck. I don't know. I ain't got a problem with that truck, actually. No, but I do have a problem with the fucking truck stop I just left. I was driving, and it all goes down to it's a problem within. It's my problem. It's something that I did that was wrong, and I'm blaming others for my actions. Okay, I'm telling you that I'm going to be blaming other people for what I did wrong, which is fine, as long as you know that it's my fault. It's my fault completely, but I'm going to be blaming the fat pudgy bitch. Not Kyle, but the fucking guy. Not even him. He was a nice guy. He was just trying to eat his lunch at the truck stop. It all starts in the very early mornings of today. And I'm packing my lunch. And the night before, I had taken, I take out my lunch meat, I take out my mayo and my mustard and all the good stuff that I want to stay cold. I take it out of my cooler, put it in the fridge, and then in the morning, I fill up another baggie full of fucking ice and put everything back in my lunch box here. And I don't know. The other day I ate lunch yesterday too early, and I didn't want to take my 5-hour energy, so I had a 5-hour energy that I did not take, and I put it in the fridge also. Usually they're up in my cabinet, and as I'm getting my coffee, I will grab one down. But I knew I had one, so I did. Let me just say, I fucked up and I forgot my 5-hour energy. Now, does my day depend on a 5-hour energy? Yes, it does. It definitely does. It's a rainy, cloudy, dark, gloomy day. And, me shoving 2 granola bars and 2 delicious sandwiches down my fat gut really makes me tired. But I tried. I almost made it. I made it. It's 1:30 now. I ate at like 10. You can tell, obviously, I'm not tired at all right now. At this particular moment, I am not tired. I'm doing great. I haven't been more chipper all day. You know what? Another reason I haven't been so chipper? I forgot my goddamn coffee on the bed of a truck. Okay, I was leaving work, or I had to take some stuff inside of a shop, but I didn't. My hands were kind of full, so I set my cup down on the bed of a truck. Man, I'm just jumping around. Take the stuff in there. I come out. I start talking to some other guy, and a former, or not a former, a fellow employee, just as me. And I totally get sidetracked, totally forget, grab my truck, get it pulled out, get everything done, and as soon as I get up on the highway, my mouth starts quivering. I'm like, I don't know. My mouth is like, now it's time to take a drink of coffee. And I look down, and my cup holders are empty. And I'm like, no! Like, it was a perfect cup of coffee, too. I mean, not that any of them aren't perfect, because it's just black coffee. And I could have stopped and grabbed some, but, that would have thrown off my arrival time to where I need to be, and I didn't want to do that because I was already running a little bit late because I did so I forgot my 5 hour energy. Let's just talk about something that just happened. This is what spiked me. I was like, I gotta get this fucking thing on, turn it on so I can say the words out loud because all these words that you're hearing right now are in my head, rambling around, and as in thoughts. Those are my thoughts, and sometimes they just need to be organized by speaking them out loud in full sentences. So, driving back, it is rainy, gloomy. I'm trying to listen to a guy talk about the fake moon landing, and I'm just like, I'm almost going in the truck. I'm like, oh God, I can't listen to this shit. I want to listen. I want to find out about the moon landing. I want to hear the podcast. But I am going to be dreaming for the rest of my life if I listen to it. As I will fall asleep and die and never wake up again. Is that so bad? Is that so bad? Yeah, it is bad. I don't want to die. I got a 79 Chevy. I got to rebuild. I got a 5-year-old. I got a 3-year-old. I got a wife. I got a house. I got 3 dogs. I am very happy with life. I want to continue living. So I said, next time I see a truck stop, I'm going to pull over there, run in there, and grab me a 5-hour energy because I forgot the one I had. And, I just need a little bump. It's kind of like a cocaine bump, but I don't do any of that. But I just need a little bump just to get me straight. I just need a little bit to get me straight. And here I am. I'm straight now. Oh, look, there's a truck stop. All right, let me pull in there. Pull off the exit. And it's like one of those really skinny fucking bridges. So it's not like the newer extra wide bridges or whatever. It's like an old bridge that used to be just a country road across the highway. And somebody decided, hey, this is a good spot for a truck stop. Let's put it here. So, but I made the corner. But I didn't realize I don't know. I still hadn't had the energy bump at this point in time. I almost fucking took out the guardrail. I didn't almost take it out. If I was even gonna get close to touching it, I would have stopped and reassessed everything and got it all figured out. I am not gonna wreck shit just because I'm tired, So, but anyways, had to wait on a bunch of fucking traffic, slow motherfucking bitches, and then they got around the corner, got in there, and I pull up, and they're working on the parking lot, apparently. So you pull in, and where the trucks usually come in and swing to get into the fuel island, they're parking cars there. They're parking cars. They have a restaurant. They don't want the restaurant to go under. They're barely surviving as a truck stop. They need to keep the restaurant open. So they're like, hey, people eating at the restaurant are more important than the truckers trying to pull in here. So let's just put cars in the fucking way and nobody can fucking get in there and because I didn't even want fuel. I wanted to pull in there, park off to the side, run in, grab a 5-hour, run back out, chug her down real quick, and get it back out on the road. And that's what I did, but I pull in there. There's 3 stalls for trucks, and then there's like a whole island for cars. And 2 fucking cars decided to park right across. Well, I mean, I'm not going to fault them. They had no idea, but I pull in there and I didn't take it wide enough. I didn't realize what was going on until I got up in there. 3 trucks are in the stall. None of them are fueling up. None of the 2 cars down there, they just wanted to park out of the rain. So they're blocking I pull in there and I'm completely blocked off. And I'm like, whoa, the fuck is going on here? Like, I just need to pull through. And there's nowhere for me to pull through. And then eventually a guy comes out, gets his car, moves his car out, but he's just done for the day. He was like, I'm good. Just gonna leave. No, he didn't even leave. He just backed out of the stall. Maybe he saw me. I don't know. And he parked. And then I tried to go around him, but then the other car, the little fucking bullshit, I don't know what it was, Geo Metro, I don't know what it was, sitting right there, and I couldn't make that corner because I wasn't able to swing wide enough, so I start backing up, and as soon as I start backing up, one of the guys pulled out of the truck stall, and I was very close to rubbing the metal bar that goes next to the rail, the little bump stopper. It's like, hit this, don't hit the pump type thing. And my rear tires on my trailer, I watched them, everything was fine. But I'm just like, hey, fucko, you dumb bitch inside here. Hey, I know you're not the one, like, you're just a guy working at the counter, but what the fuck is going on out there? I didn't do that. I just went in, I grabbed a 5-hour, set it down, paid, and I left. But I'm like, this is the worst truck stop. Now I know. Let's look at the good side of this. Now I know I will never fucking go there again because I didn't realize there's a Love's right down the street. Like, well, no, just like 2 exits down on the highway, there's a Love's. And I don't like Love's at all. I have more history of hate with Love's than I do with this fucking place. And once this place, they get their parking lot fixed up, I will stop by there again. But if I see that fucking guy, bulldozer and on the cones, I ain't going. I ain't going. Okay, y'all fucked up. You picked a horrible time to redo your fucking parking lot. You're doing it in a bad way. You have a giant lot on the other side. The fat fucks that are going to come eat at your fucking diner can walk a little bit, and so the fat fucking drivers can just pull in here and everybody's happy. But no, I don't know. Maybe the cars weren't even supposed to park there. They just the fat fucking slobs that go there to eat at the diner. They got great cheesecake. Shut the fuck up, dude. Okay? Park your shit somewhere else. Because I'm trying to park I'm getting a little wound up. Let's check out the heart rate. 93. Okay. It's kind of low for me, actually, which is surprising. No, I've had many incidences today. I guess so. It's just normal traffic stuff, but it's really been bugging the fuck out of me, dude. I've been getting so bugged today, and I'm like, I'm just gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go. If I remember any of these incidences tomorrow, whenever I decide to record, if I decide to record tomorrow, I don't even know what I'm doing for work tomorrow. But if I remember them, I'll bring them up tomorrow. But a lot of them you'll forget. You'll forget about them, and your life will be fine. You'll remember that things bad things did happen, but you won't remember like the PT Cruiser that had the fucking special license plate on the back of it, or the white Chevy truck with the tailgate that was barely hanging on, or the fucking RL carrier that motherfucker. Like these guys have pissed me the fuck off today. Who else? There was another one. I couldn't. Oh, there's a red pickup truck. He fucking pissed me off. And I'm not out here trying to get pissed off. I promise you guys. I'm out here just to drive and have a good time. All of these, none of these were caused by me. And, the RL carrier, I'm not even involved in that situation. I just don't like the way he was driving. Or the FedEx. There was a FedEx guy. He was a single 48-footer. So fuck him. He fucking bitch ass, can't do the doubles and triples. If he was in doubles and triples, maybe it'd make more sense on what he did. No, it wouldn't at all. So let's just start off with the, what did the PT Cruiser do? I don't know. There's a PT Cruiser. Fuck. Maybe just they were in a PT Cruiser and I just don't like them. Just like, hey, PT Cruiser bitch, you're fucking gay. I don't know. I might have yelled that to myself. I would never say that on the podcast, but maybe I just said that, privately, off the record. I said, "Hey, you're gay," to the PT Cruiser guy driving by. Nah, he did something to piss me off. Oh yeah, no, I remember now. I was driving and there was an on ramp, and he had plenty of time. There's a fucking bitch ass that was next to me that was just lingering over there, and the PT Cruiser just like didn't even use their mirror. They just were like, "Yeah, this is the on ramp. This is where you get on. You just get on. We're kind of like marbles. I'll just squeeze in the middle." It didn't look or nothing. He just pulled on there. I had to fucking slam on my brake. I was loaded by this time. I had to slam on my brakes, and the guy behind me got the TMC truck behind me got pissed off. He was just naked driving down the road. I don't know if he was naked or not, but he didn't have a trailer on him. It was just his tractor, and he got upset because I hit the brakes. The PT Cruiser, they were so oblivious to anything. They were just like, I don't even know where the fuck I'm at, because they got right on the highway and then right off the highway. And I looked at the map, and there's a fucking road, like there's a side road right. Like, what are you doing? You just almost caused a crazy chaos wreck, and you're just gone. You just you're just living in la land. You fucking PT Cruiser bitch with the special license plate. And let's see, the other guy, RL Carriers. This motherfucker, I'm not very upset at him. He just, I was pulling off the scale right after getting loaded. I was pulling off the scale, and he flew up right on me and cut me off. I had to stop. And then he parks right there, like he doesn't even get past me enough. I had to wait for him to pull up out of the way. I'm like, whoa, what are you doing? Like, I don't know who has the right of way here, but not you, I would assume. I'm pulling off the scale, you fucking fuck. There's another guy trying to get on the scale. So fuck the RL Carrier. He's a fucking bitch ass bitch. The bitchiest of bitches. Probably, I don't know. He might be a cool guy. Maybe if we had a bonfire, and maybe he likes twisted teas just as me, and we could hang out. But I'll tell you, if we did hang out, but beside a bonfire drinking twisted teas, I'd be like, dude, I love twisted teas, but yeah, I love them too. Like, hey, listen, buddy, we need to talk about your driving. He's like, what? I'm like, your driving is bad. Like, you're just oblivious. I don't know if you're listening to fucking knick-knack, hattie-pack, give a dog a bone on your fucking Bluetooth little fucking earbud thingamajiggies, but you didn't even see me. You almost fucking ran into me. And then you blocked me in, you fuck. He'd probably say, oh, man, I'm so sorry. I didn't even realize that. But I know you didn't realize. That's the problem. You need to start realizing what the fuck you're doing. Like, you're driving a big truck or trailer. You can't just be fucking willy-nilly everywhere. He's like, I work for RL. I used to work for Swift, but I totaled 2 trucks, and that's apparently the limit. So then I had to go to FedEx, and then I worked for FedEx for like a month, and then I flipped 1 truck. So then now I work for RL Carrier. It's like, I thought Swift was the worst one. Apparently, Swift, it's not great, but RL, I didn't realize RL Carriers was the bad one. I thought Swift was lower on the list, but also the guard shack motherfucker. Okay, I like him. He's a little special. He's a cool guy. You can't make loud noises around him. He gets freaked out and pull out his little pepper spray. But I go there. I get loaded. Everything's fine. He's working by himself today. I think it's the problem. Because the other guy, the old man that doesn't wear the security outfit, he just wears shorts and a button-up Hawaiian T-shirt. He's probably in flip-flops, but he's a security guard. I don't know. Maybe he owns a security company. I don't know what he does. He was trying to build a shed. He was he was in the process of building a shed for a long time, and he had all the parts on backwards. Is what I noticed when I walked. I was like, everything looks backwards on here. And I told him, he's like, no, it's not backwards. It's just wrong pieces. I'm like, have you tried doing it the other way? He's like, no, man, it's not backwards. I looked at the instructions. I'm just gonna return the shed. I'm like, okay. So I don't know. He's having a hard time building that shed. Plus, it sat outside in the wind, and all the little tin pieces got all bent up and everything. But I'm like, hey, I'm not gonna build the shed for you. I'm just here to come in and leave, come and go. I'm not gonna stick around and build a shed for you. I mean, I'll take the shed home if you don't want it. If you think it's wrong, then I'll send you a picture of it built properly and say you can buy the same shed again, but I'm not giving you back your shed that you gave me. I don't know. I'm just fucking talking. So, anyways, the other security guard, the younger guy, I go there. I'm loaded after the RL got out of the way. I park there and I go inside and I'm like, hey man, they said that you have the paperwork up here. He's like, huh? I'm like, you have the paperwork up here. He's like, I don't have no paperwork. I'm like, well, they said you did, so I don't know. Like, I'm already like up and nosed out of the gate. I'm not gonna go back over there and try to find somebody. Can you call? Is there somebody you could call? He's like, yeah, I'll call somebody. And then he sat there and he did paperwork for about 10 minutes. Not my paperwork. Not his. I don't know what he was doing. He was doing Scrabble. I don't know. But he was sat there doing something, writing something down for like 10 minutes. And then he finally picked up the phone and called somebody. And he's like, yeah, they didn't answer. I'm like, okay, what? All right, well, I don't know. Like, I can't leave without paperwork, buddy. Like, this does no good for anybody if I don't have paperwork. He's like, all right, well, let me call again. And he called somebody else or the same person. I have no idea. He's like, yeah, they didn't answer. And he went back to his paperwork. And I'm like, okay. And I just stood there staring at him because they have like it's not bulletproof glass, it's COVID-proof glass, apparently is what it is. But they have the glass on the counter. And I just stood there and I was breathing on the glass, like showing, and I drew a heart. And then on the other side, next to it, I breathed and I drew a star. I was just there, doing art projects. And then eventually, he's like, oh, here it is. And he had the paperwork the whole time. He's like, that's what this is? I'm like, yeah, I do this twice a week. Not every single time do you have the paperwork, but some of the time you have the paperwork. Like that one dude that's gone, the shed builder, man, he's gone. So you're all fucked up. He had alarms going off and shit. He just kept clearing them out. I'm like, do you need to go check that out or something? He's like, nah, man. It just somebody keeps hitting the fucking alarm button. I don't know. I'm like, oh, all right. See you later. And he's got my paperwork and I left. And then I ran into the PT Cruiser. But let's think a little bit further back. Oh, I left. PT Cruiser was a fucko. And then I got up on the highway. And then right as I got on 35 South, a red pickup truck. Like, I'm clearly, like, I'm going uphill. I'm already slow because I came off the bend. And then I'm going uphill. I'm going, like, 50. And this truck is just completely empty highway except for this truck. And he just staying right next to my trailer tires. And I put my blinker on, as I was coming around the bend, I had my blinker on. And he just stays right there. And I just I was like, what? I'm not going on the shoulder, and I'm not going to slow down anymore because I'm not even going to be able to make it to 60 up this hill. I never do. I always, every time I come around this bend over here, I can't get speed at all. I have to wait until I start going downhill. And I had to shove this red truck off the side of the road, just into the other lane. I just had to give him, I was like, I'm coming over. I don't know what you're going to do. You have 2 lanes that you can use. Why you got to be using this one? So, anyways, that was and then of course he passed me, and then we start going downhill immediately after that. Once I get to the top of the hill, then we start going downhill, and I passed him, and then we go uphill again, and then he passes me, and then we start going downhill, and I pass him, but then I don't know if he exited or what happened with him, but I just kept on going. I never saw him again. Most of the bullshit happened after I was loaded. I can't really remember too much of the bullshit that happened while I was empty on my way up. It was a pretty nice drive. I've added 2.5 hours worth of new music to one of my playlists. Just they're old songs. It's in my classics catalog, and I was like, I added them all last night. I was tired last night too. And I wasn't sure. I was like, I don't even remember what I added. I just hit play, starting at the new shit, and I listened to it all to make sure it was suitable for the playlist. And I'm already. This is what I do. I do this all the fucking time. I create new playlists. Like I create a playlist, and then I stay with one genre, and then I start adding other genres in there, and then it just becomes just a regular old playlist of just random songs. And then I did this one, and I was like, I want this one to be all classic rock, like everything classic rock, and even some classic country. And I started doing that, but I mean, the 90s country is really calling me. So I don't know if I just need to make a new playlist, but I'm thinking about making a playlist. It's like any song that I think I would enjoy listening to while driving around in a 79 K10 with the windows down and the radio all the way up. That's what I'm gonna add to a new playlist. So I'm working on that. Actually, I'm not working on that, but I've been thinking about it. So anyways, we start driving down the road, and everything's fine. We start coming up into a work zone that's 55, and I am driving. I got plenty of room. What are you doing, dude? Ain't nobody got their. It's raining its ass off, and nobody has their fucking lights on. And you're gonna do slow as fuck on the fucking highway? Fuck you, dude. You're going slow as shit in a black truck with no lights on. Yeah, take that fucking road fucking spray, fucker. What was I saying? I'm driving. There's FedEx. This is where the FedEx guy comes into play. He's ahead of me, and I was actually catching up to him. I hadn't passed him quite yet, and we're coming to a work zone, 55. I slow down to 55, and so does the truck. Apparently, the truck that was in front of the FedEx man also slows down to 55, and I had a pickup truck flying up. He wasn't flying up. He just did not do the work zone speed limit of 55. He was still doing 70, 75. And right as that pickup truck got close to the FedEx guy, FedEx man, boop, into the fucking fast lane. Now, I was like, did the FedEx guy not realize that the left lane is ending, like, immediately? And he passed a Cheetos truck. So there's a Cheetos truck that had to slam on his brakes to let the FedEx guy get over in front of him, or else FedEx man was going to hit all these cones. And I say, you're going to be so dumb, you're going in the ditch, buddy. That's what I would have probably thought. It made me so mad that he waited till the last second, cut off a pickup truck, even though the pickup truck was in the wrong. You're doing 75 in a 55 work zone, not cool. And he was going to cut off Cheeto Man also. But it was just and I was like, this motherfucker right here. I can't believe the FedEx guy is the guy I'm upset about. Pickup truck man, speeding in a work zone, bad idea. But cutting off trucks and fucking doing what the fuck he did. Like, he got into the left lane, and he barely had enough time to merge over in front of Cheeto Man. And I know what he was. He was mad at Cheeto Man because Cheeto Man was doing 55, like you're supposed to in the work zone. We're in Iowa. Well, I'm not in Iowa right now, but we're in Iowa. The coppers like to sit in the work zones, which I agree with. I think all the work zones should have somebody that, to keep people doing the right fucking speed limit. I will get on Google Maps and mark a police officer on these fucking areas. But then the guy behind me fucking clicks as no, there is no police officer. So it's like I do no good, but I try to mark it. There's a police officer there so people will slow down in the work zones. It's a work zone. I've worked on the side of the road. It's not fun at all. And especially when people aren't going to follow the rules. Everybody's like, oh, it's a work zone. I can pass everybody. It's like, no, that's not a passing zone. That's everybody get in the fucking single file, do the speed limit, and then as soon as you're out of the work zone, flood out. Do what you got to do. I know it's tempting. It's tempting. It's like everybody else is slowing down in this work zone, and if I just keep going my same speed, I can pass everybody, and then I'll be all right. No, don't do that. It's not you're fucking around with people out there they're not really busting their ass. They're just DOT guys working out there on the side of the road. Those guys ain't doing shit. They're making good money. They probably have hot wives. They're just hanging out. They eat steaks most of the time. None of them work. They just hang out and they tell stories and shit. They have, the tax money pays for all the equipment that they fuck up. They're just having to get, but I don't want them to get hit. Okay. Just working on the side of the road sucks. Sucks a lot. Cause you're just standing there and you just got to ignore the traffic behind you. And you're like, I'm either going to get hit or I'm going to be okay. And you just have to be okay. You're like, it's a 50-50. It's a 50-50, buddy. I'm standing here, and you can turn around, but you're not going to get any work done if you're watching the cars come. So you have to just turn around and get back to work and just get the work done. You're like, I am either going to be obliterated on the side of this highway, or I'm going to be fine. It's just that's what it is. And you're just like, man, that was close. Hopefully, if I do get hit, I will die instantly, and I won't feel it. That'd be great. So, I caught up to the FedEx man. I look over, and this guy does not look good. Okay, he's got his sunglasses on. He is like slumped over the steering wheel, but he's driving. Other than his evasive maneuver that he was doing over there, his aggressive driving behavior, he was driving fine other than that. And he was going the speed limit. It's like, I don't understand why he decided to cause chaos in a work zone, but he did, and I was not happy with it. And I pull up next to him, and I just look over at him, and he didn't even see me. I don't know. He might have been on something. I don't know. That was a fucking lightning strike. Did I get struck by lightning? I think I'm okay. Something fucking just flashed. Or maybe I got abducted by a UFO. That'd be cool as shit. Maybe. It'd either be cool as shit or it wouldn't be cool as shit. If I got struck by lightning, it'd either be cool as shit or it wouldn't be either. It's a 50-50 chance. You never know. So, anyways, that was a problem. And then the truck stopped after. Oh, and I'm very upset, but it doesn't make sense to me. So, about like a month and a half ago, I saw a little dog in the median of the highway. And I was so upset that I didn't stop and grab him. But I had work. I had shit I got to do, and I'm not going to risk my life running across the fucking highway for the dog, even though I don't want the dog to get injured. And then I drive by the next day and it's there again, and I didn't stop. And it's like, man, all right, well, somebody's got to stop and grab that dog. I'm sure it'll be fine. And then I've been driving for like a month up and down these fucking roads, and no sign of dog whatsoever. Well, yep, he was wound up on the side of the road when I was driving by, and he's in the same exact spot. So, what's weird is it doesn't make sense. It's like that dog had to have lived around there. So somebody that was somebody's dog, most likely. I don't think a dog. It was a beagle. I don't think that beagle would just survive in the median for 2 months, especially in the cold. Like, it was really fucking cold for a long time too. So I don't know, but I said, poor doggy. I can't believe that doggy. And maybe it's not the same dog. I don't know. But there was a dog twisted up on the side of the road, and that was not cool. I don't like that at all, and I really, it does suck. But it's like, what is going on? Like, I can't believe that dog has been living on the highway for 2 months, and it took him this long to get hit, which is crazy. I thought he was gone. I thought somebody else picked him up or something, because I had not seen him. And yeah, I was all conflicted on the whole deal. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I want to save him, but I don't want to die myself. And I don't know, maybe I should have called somebody or something. But then I thought about calling like the troopers or whatever. Be like, hey man, there's a dog on the side of the road here, and they're probably going to be like, okay, yeah, we see him all the time. That's road dog. We call him road dog. He's always out there on the road. Now that's where he lives, and that's where he died. Poor dog. I'm very upset about it. Don't let my funny attitude about everything take away from the fact that I love dogs more than most people. Dogs I don't know. I love them more than most people. I don't value a dog's life more than a human's life, but I like dogs more than I like humans sometimes. I like some people, but I like most dogs. But some dogs don't like me, and that's okay. No, not every dog's gotta like me. Sometimes I smell like weird stuff, and, that'll throw them off. That'll be a bad first impression. Anyways, so that was a heartbreaking part of my day, was seeing the doggy. What else happened today? Let's get into some other shit that doesn't fucking matter. There's a fire truck just hanging out under a bridge. I don't know what he's doing. Thinking about starting a fire to put it out. It's raining. He's like, fuck, we're gonna be out of work today. Is there anybody over there? Don't fucking hit me. Yes, last night I did get the truck brought home. I did a little bit of a podcast, but I stopped it before I got home. Everything went really well. I got the truck offloaded into the driveway, put back up where it goes. I got a wooden block to block the wheels, even though park works, but so the truck is at my house, so I will be able to work on it. Instead of staying late at work, I could just get home as soon as possible, and I can work on it all night long if I want to. I can work on it all weekend long. I can do whatever the fuck I want, and I ain't got to clean up my big mess afterwards. I can leave a mess because I got a clean garage, so I can fuck everything up, and it's all my problem. I'm not going to have my boss or anybody else yelling at me, where's my tool at? I ain't got it because I'm working on my shit at home. Or it's like, hey, can I leave the truck up on the lift overnight? I'm going to work on it immediately tomorrow. And they'll be like, no, take it down. And I got to put the wheels back on and all that shit. It's like, all right, I'll do it in my driveway and I'll jack it up. I might even do that here pretty soon. Like jack it up, put it on jack stands, and just like kind of set just enough so it looks extra lifted or something. And then just take the wheels off, and I can start working on all the brakes and everything. And then I could just leave it like that. Yeah, I mean it's pretty high up off the ground. I can fit underneath the whole truck with my fat belly, and I can get under there and do whatever I need to do. So I'm pretty happy about that. I did halfway through what I was doing. I realized I should have started filming, but I didn't. I still didn't start filming. But I ripped all the carpet out of the truck. So if you do see a YouTube video coming up here real soon, and I act like I'm ripping the carpet out, it's all fake. Okay, so I might put the carpet back in there just to look like I rip it out for the video, but no, I'm just kidding. I won't do that. But I did rip all the fucking carpet out. Not all of it. I didn't take the seat out yet, but I will get the seat taken out soon and get that carpet removed. Also, I want all the carpet out of there. I want to get out a wire wheel or something and hit all the metal on the floorboards, find out where the rust stops and the good metal is. What are we doing? This fucking Cobalt is driving slow as shit. You are driving slow as fuck. You're gonna hit that fucking tire. Jesus. And you ran me all out of all my fucking speed I had. Now I'm doing 40. You motherfucker. You're a fucking bitch ass motherfucker. And there's too much traffic flying up around the hill behind me that I can't get over. This fucking motherfucker. They go fast and then they slow down. Then they go fast and they slow down. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, there's way too much traffic on the highway right now. I can't be fucking weaving in and out of traffic. I just have to go the allotted speed this Cobalt's going to let me have. There's nothing else I can fucking do. I have to do what the Cobalt says or run into it. And I don't want to do that. I might be able to get away with it, though. Too many witnesses. So yeah, I don't know. I need to get the floorboard. I need to get the seat taken out, grab a shop vac, and I'm going to try to do a video with all that stuff. I found a new tripod, which was really handy. Using the ladder and a giant crescent wrench, it was not working out very well for a phone stand. So I need to get a new phone stand, which is a tripod. I got it. Everything's good. And I can get that set up and start doing bigger, better videos. And I'll be at home where nobody's going to bother me. Just kidding. Everybody's going to bother me at home. My neighbor's going to come over. My wife's going to come down, scream at me. My kids are going to be like, it's rain Fortnite. Oh, I will. Hold on. I'll play Fortnite eventually. I feel bad because I tell them I'm going to play Fortnite with you maybe a little bit later, and then I don't because it's like, well, it's bedtime now. Like I just got my boots taken off and it's bedtime. I'm so sorry. I wish I could play with you, but it's just too late. But I did have him. I got pictures of him and my daughter. I let them get in the truck and push some buttons and turn the steering wheel and all kinds of good stuff. So they're excited, and I hope that excitement doesn't go away. So we can work on it together, and I can kind of show him. Even though he's only 5, he's not going to remember how to do any of this stuff. But starting early, getting him used to working on it would be cool. Everybody going so fucking slow. Why is everybody so fucking stupid? Coming round the bend. Slow fucks. Now, I'm going to need to get over, but I'm not, there's not really a good spot for me to do that, but I need to get over. It's because I need to take this turn up here. I guess I'll take this one. Sorry, bitch. Oh, damn. Everybody's slamming on the brakes. If y'all weren't driving so slow as fuck and so close to each other, things would work out better for everybody. Yep, this morning, so I just parked that truck and trailer that I hauled my truck with, because I just kept it at home. I parked it in the yard last night, woke up and was able to drive that back into work, get it parked up, get the trailer dropped. Everything was great. Put me behind a few minutes, but not that bad. Now, what really fucked me was the guy that had the paperwork the entire time, the security guard. He had the paperwork the whole time and fucked me up bad. Got me way late. And then the fucking truck stop fiasco, that slowed me down too. Which, in hindsight, it was my problem because I didn't fucking pack. I have my own 5-hour energies. I get 10 packs at home, and I left it, and it was grape. I don't know if I'm gonna like grape more than cherry, but I'm gonna find out. And left my coffee. I'm wondering if somebody took off with my coffee still on the bed of the truck. If they saw it, took it off, and put out a search party to find out whose coffee cup it was, and then saved it, and it's still good, and left it closed. So it'll still be warm coffee whenever I go there and get it, because it's a Yeti mug, which I didn't think Yeti was anything special, but apparently it is, because a coffee, well, it'll stay hot as long as the little lid, the little drink spout is closed. If you just close the drink spout, that thing will stay fucking. It won't be as hot, but it'll still be warm, even in a cool climate. It'll stay warm. It's awesome. Um. Yep, and I gotta go pick up dog food today. I found out when I fed the dogs this morning, I was like, "Oh no, we're out of food." They had enough food for today, but they won't have enough for tomorrow unless I stop and get food. So we got it figured out. We got a 44-pound bag of dog food ready to pick up from the store, which I'm gonna have to go get it, which is fine. And then it's raining, so no working on the truck today, most likely. And then, yep, then DMV is the next stop for, like, the next major stop I need to do is get up to the DMV and get all that. Find out if I did enough. Did I give enough money to the state to have this truck yet? I don't know. So, or did I sign all the right forms? Am I a good enough person to have this truck? It's an old rust bucket that nobody cares about. Literally. At all. I did find some weird paperwork in there. So, inside the floorboard, as I ripped up the carpet, there was a tax receipt. So, I don't know exactly what there's two names that I had never noticed before, but they were both kind of, well, one of them was a Missouri resident, and the other was a Kansas resident, kind of near where I got it. So I don't know when or why or who or what exactly went down, but there's a crazy fucking story that goes along with it, because I don't know. I like to look up names, especially with, like, all right, this is a truck. This person was involved with this truck. I don't know when, why, or who or what, but let's look up their name and just see what's going on here. And oh my gosh, I uncovered a crazy fucking story that I'm not going to give out any specific details other than a young boy. So I looked up the dude's name. Let me just start there. I looked up the dude's name. I was going through, and I saw that there was other people with the same name in the same area, or the same, like, because I had his address there too. And I was like, oh, all right, this guy looks like he's the son of this guy. And then I look up that guy, or I just happened to pass by some news articles related to this man. And turns out the dad was shot in the back of the head with a 20 gauge shotgun while sitting on the couch by his 10-year-old adopted son. But I don't know if it was his adopted son or his real son. I don't know. It's weird how it is. So some kid shot this dude in the back of the head and then ran to his neighbor's house crying, wearing just underwear. I read all this. This was all on the internet. I'm not even making any of this part up. Ran over to the neighbor's house where the police were called, and they got the gun. So, and it was a 10-year-old boy in 2005, according to the dates I saw. So in 2005, he was 10. Means he was born in 1995, right? Around there. So, putting him to how old he'd be today was like 29. And then the dude that I was looking up, he was right around the same age. So, and then the dude was, I don't know, there was some other weird thing going on with him. Whenever, I don't know, it's fucked up. It's like, what did I just uncover, dude? What did I just look at? And this was just a piece of paper sitting in my truck under the floorboard. It's like a tax receipt or some shit. I don't know. So I just look up and I'm like, dude, what if a 10-year-old kid that murdered his dad owned this truck? Or what if his dad owned this truck? I don't know. I don't understand how it all went down. And then I look up the other dude, and I didn't find much on the other dude. You're going to need to speed the fuck up or slow the fuck down. But I'm just going to keep steady because I can't go faster. You have a long fucking on-ramp, so, you do have time to speed up if you want to. It's getting kind of dark out. And I'm wearing sunglasses, so that's not good. And now I'm slowing down for a fucking minivan. Why is everybody like, it's raining a little bit, and everybody just drives so goddamn slow? I want to just blast my fucking horn. You're doing 40 in a 65. I understand that the minimum right there says 40. Like, what are you doing, dude? And there's nothing I can do to speed up and get around you. It's the same old situation. I cannot wait till we start going a little bit on flat ground. I'm going to fucking bust your doors off. You fuck! Fucking Acura! What are you doing? Why are you going so fucking slow? It's fucking annoying. Yeah, and I'm headed to the landfill. Luckily, I'll be like inside my truck or my trailer when I'm working, so I shouldn't get like soaking wet or anything. What the fuck, dude? I need to get over this fucking. You're about to get fucking road spray fucking central because you're driving so goddamn slow. Yeah, fuck you. Don't fucking flash your lights at me. You're driving slow as shit, you fucking bitch. Fuck. Oh, I don't know what I hope with them. Come on, Chevy Cruze. Go. 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 Go, 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 go. Go, you whore. Man, I don't know. Truck driving today just seems like a bad idea. And on that note, I'm just going to go ahead and say, see you later. Have a great day. I'll talk to you soon. And go check out the Facebook group. Check out the YouTube channel. Check it all out. Links are down below. And if you don't want to click the link, just go to YouTube. Type in One Man Wolf Pack. But you're gonna have to look for the one that says WPC in the red with the picture with the truck and stuff. And then there's another on the Facebook. You just type in Truckers and Others, and you'll find it. I think maybe I don't know. So go check it out, and y'all keep all 18 down and have a great day.